In lands unforgiven, in vicious marshes, in places too cruel for humans to live, a kingdom is built, a diverse one, where giants and imps live as one. But in this kingdom of blood and gore, where survival is the law for all, there heralds a king, big and strong, with a bloody mane to rule them all. With teeth as daggers, claws of steel, and a body that makes a grown man quail, he stands unchallenged for all to see, a bloody king built to kill. Yet in this kingdom where he reigns supreme, there exist myths in the bloodline of the king, legends too exceptional to die, whose scars have forged this kingdom alive. I speak not of fables too wild to be true, but of kings who carved their way through blood. If there were a hall to commemorate the kings of beasts, their statues would stand there, proud and unbroken. So this is the tale of the unique, those who stood through pain to reign supreme. Legends speak of liberators, of guardians sent by the spirits to teach the people the fight to be. They walk not on two legs, nor speak the language of men, yet maneless still, they were kings supreme. I speak of the Tsavos, the monsters, the vengeful spirits of the Mzima River. In 1898, two mannerless male lions roamed the scrublands of Tsavo, Kenya. They weren't ordinary predators. They hunted human workers building the Uganda Railway. Dozens killed, some say far more. The railway was the lifeline of British Empire, moving troops, goods, power. But these lions, they stopped the empire in its tracks, dragging men from tents, returning night after night. Nature striking back, silent, relentless. To European eyes, monsters. To Africans, guardians of the land, spirits punishing those who disturbed sacred ground. Their attacks weren't random. They were agents of survival, adaptation, and defiance. What made them legendary? They learned humans were prey, bypassed traps and thorn fences, killed repeatedly without fear. One had dental damage, making human flesh easier to hunt. These lions didn't hate humans, they rejected conquest. Their domain, Tsavo East and West, over 1,000 square miles of thorny savanna, rivers, and hills. They knew every hiding spot, every railway camp, every routine. Kings of the land, masters of fear. Not the first man-eaters, but the most infamous. Legends don't live forever. Their fear, their story, it endures. Tsavo made humans fear lions. Mapogo made lions fear lions. But these two, they made the world listen. Ever heard names that made lions shiver in fright? Makalu, Rasta, Kinky Tail, Pretty Boy, Mr. T, and Scarface. These names signify one thing in the Lion Kingdom: death. 6 lions, 1 territory. Every rival feared their name. In the Sabi Sand Reserve, South Africa, a coalition of 6 male lions rose to power in the late 1990s. Known as the Mapogo Lions, they weren't ordinary kings. They were conquerors. Their domain stretched over 500 square kilometers of savanna, woodlands, and riverbeds. They hunted together, ambushing buffalo, dominating the land, and leaving no rival standing. The Mapogo killed over 40 rival lions, taking over multiple prides. Hyenas and elephants gave them space. Even the fiercest predators knew their power. This was a coalition of strategy, strength, and sheer terror. Researchers studied them to understand coalition dynamics. To Africa, they became a symbol of power, unity, and dominance. To the animal kingdom, they were unstoppable. Makalu, the leader, largest, and deadliest Rasta. Strategic and fierce Scarface, the scarred terror of rivals Kinky Tail, Pretty Boy, Mr. T, the perfect team of killers. All are gone now, but their legend echoes through Sabi Sand. They weren't kings, they were conquerors. 6 lions, 1 army, and the wild remembered their name. You know there is a gap between man and animal, and sometimes a martyr is needed to bridge it. That's who he is to his kindred. A voice, Cecil the lion, the silent roarer. Cecil lived in Hwange National Park, Zimbabwe, a massive lion with a striking black mane and calm, commanding presence. For 13 years, he roamed his territory, a king among kings, part of a research study, Untouchable, until 2015. Lured from protection by a trophy hunter, Cecil was shot with a bow, tracked for hours, and finally killed. The world erupted. Headlines, social media, millions mourned. He wasn't just a lion, he became the face of what humanity can take from nature. Cecil's death awakened the world to the fragility of lions. Poaching, habitat loss, trophy hunting. Conservationists, governments, and everyday people were forced to ask, how do we protect the kings of the savannah? For Africa, he was more than a lion. He was a symbol of pride, strength, and majesty. Globally, he became a warning. Even the strongest can fall when greed steps in. Cecil isn't forgotten. His story endures, reminding us that power doesn't grant immunity, and that nature always demands respect. He wasn't just a lion, he became a warning. Have you ever read of those unkillable protagonists that just won't die? Like a cat with 9 lives, they never seem to kick the bucket. That was his legacy, written in blood for all to see. An overlord of the Masai Mara, a protector of his family, a menace to his foes. Scarface. A scar tells a story. His tells a legacy of blood and survival. Scarface, the battle-scarred king of the Masai Mara, Kenya, ruled his territory for years. Massive, black-maned, and marked by a deep scar across his face, he wasn't just a lion, he was a survivor. He controlled his pride with unmatched ferocity, fending off rival males, sometimes entire coalitions. Every challenger learned quickly, Scarface didn't just fight, he conquered. His territory along the Mara River gave him access to buffalo, zebra, and all the prey he needed to maintain his reign. That scar wasn't for show. It was earned in bloody fights for dominance. Injuries, rival attacks, harsh wilderness. Scarface survived them all. He didn't just live, he ruled. He taught, he left a legacy. In life, he shaped the ecosystem, controlled prey populations, and influenced the behavior of every predator around him. In death, he lives on through his lineage, sons and pride members who carry his dominance forward. Scarface wasn't just a lion. He was a warrior, a survivor, a king carved from battle and blood. Every scar told a story, every hunt a lesson in power. Scarface will be remembered as a king the wild could never forget. There have been strong kings and cunning rulers, but in terms of strategy, one lion stands at the top. His methods are studied in the Lion's Academy of Survival, known to all as Notch. Notch, the lion with a distinctive ear notch, ruled the Masai Mara with authority and precision. Massive, dark-maned, battle-scarred, he commanded multiple prides and dominated one of the largest territories in the Mara. Rivals didn't just fear him, they learned quickly. Notch systematically eliminated challengers, expanding his territory and maintaining control. He wasn't reckless. Every fight, every hunt was calculated. His coalition coordinated hunts like a war machine, taking down buffalo, giraffe, and other large prey. Notch ensured his prides had the best hunting grounds, protecting his lineage while asserting dominance over the Mara. Beyond power, Notch taught researchers the art of lion strategy, coalition dynamics, and territorial control. To Africa, he was a king. To the wild, a shadow whose influence shaped life across miles of savanna. Notch wasn't just a lion, he was a strategist, a conqueror, a king whose shadow shaped the Mara long after he fell. From the bloody nightmares, to the wandering deaths, to the inspiring majesty, to the unkillable Terminator, and the Sun Tzu strategic mind, these are the apex of apex predators, the legends of the Lion Kingdom. They teach not only what could be, but bridge the gap between us and them, inspiring all forms of life. They are not just stories that came to pass, but lessons that will forever stay. Welcome to the channel. If this has been helpful, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. Watch closely, more legends are coming.